Well, Ashley Schafer and Fiesta by Design have won over $110,000 in the Pink Buckle Futurity and counting with all the rollovers. So a huge win. Welcome back, Ashley.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be back up here with you.
We're glad to see you back. They just won the average in the Pink Buckle Futurity. That paid a total of $70,000, $56,000 to the owner rider. In round number 2, a 17.003. That placed 10th in the round, a very tough round. So we saw the fastest run that has happened so far at the Pink Buckle in that. But we talked a lot yesterday about Fiesta by Design, by Slick by Design, the 2019 Brown Gelding. I know he means so much to you, and it was one of your favorite runs. But let's talk about today's run and how important it was to be clean and have a chance at all this money.
Yes. Going into today's run, I had a whole different outlook than my first round. I think you really have to think about where you are on the ground, what has been ran, and you have to set your goals accordingly. I knew that the round was extremely fast because Jolene ran a few before me, and I was, of course, listening for her time, always rooting for her. And she ran a 16.75, and I thought I heard him say that was fifth, and I was like, woo, the round is clearly extremely salty today. So I was bottom of the ground today versus top of the ground in the first round, I knew that my chances at winning the round were very slim. So I was not going in there with the idea of winning the round, but winning the average. So I knew that with his fast time from the first round that he had a really good shot there. So I just went in there and tried to just be as smooth as possible and clean, of course. So I just told myself before I went in, actually Lee Hansen walked by me and he said, "Take a deep breath." I said, okay. And I was very nervous. Clearly he could tell. So I took a deep breath and I just told myself repeatedly, just ride to your spots and go around the barrels. Smooth as fast. Just go be smooth. And you're going to think, laugh at me here, but I was so nervous before I ran. I try not to be that way, and I try to really channel it when I do, but I just really, honestly, I really prayed about it. I was like, God, I'm going to need you to take over here for me because my nerves are getting the better of me, and I just feel like I'm going to need you to lift that for me. And before I went in, I just took a deep breath, and I just felt that weight lifted, and I actually felt calmer and more relaxed than I did before the first round. So, glory to him for that.
What a great testimony and just the peace that he gives and you're able to go do what you love to do.
I mean, I would never pray for results at the end of the run, but I just, often just pray for him to take that and ride with me and help me ride to the best of my ability,
So it's interesting to me because obviously with all of your experience that helped you view the situation, be really smart about it. But also the fact that you got nervous, it's like, wow, sometimes you don't think that people like you even deal with nerves anymore, but you do.
Oh, I was so nervous before the first round. I had to take 10 deep breaths and I was full body shaking. I was so nervous. But, I get really nervous on a horse like Mitch because I know how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
He is just such a special individual. And, knowing that that it's on you not to mess it up. So that's more nerve-wracking sometimes than anything else. So.
Yeah, I often remind myself, you get nervous when you really care about something, and you just have to learn how to handle it and use it to your advantage.
That's
and you obviously do that. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we should take a look at round number 2. This is in the Futurity, and this was the 17.003. What do you think of this one?
Obviously right there at the first barrel, there was a moment of, oh no, I was a little tight. But Mitch is such a good horse that in that situation right there where he honestly, a lot of horses would have hit the first barrel going into it right there. But he let me just kind of pick up and push my leg on him and he moved up around it and he never missed a beat. Honestly, his footwork was perfection again today, just like it was in the first round. He never stepped off anywhere. But right here at this first barrel, you can see, and he just let me pick him up around it and then still managed to come around it, but it made it a little bit funky for him leaving it. And cost us a little bit of time. It just wasn't quite as smooth in the turns, but like I said, his footwork was great. He's so fast. He ran really fast straight lines everywhere else. And, I've never really whipped him going out. You can see I picked my whip up because I was like, try to win. And then I'm like, don't whip him. What if he stops when you whip him? He's not going to know what to think. So I just held it there. And I didn't know going into it what I needed to be to win. I don't really want to know because at the end of the day, really, we just have to go make the best run that we can and just hope that it works out in our favor. And today it did. So I'm really grateful.
That's funny about picking up your whip because I wondered, I saw you pick it up and then you didn't do anything with it. So
I just wasn't sure. Sometimes when you whip one that hasn't really, I think I maybe have tapped him with it once or twice running out of the arena, but the horse runs so hard on his own. Mm-hmm. And when a horse runs that hard on their own like that, I don't really feel the need to whip them. Some horses don't run as hard out or whatever, but he just does. And so I just didn't feel the need. But I really think after watching this run again, that first barrel really cost him a lot. He really couldn't. He kind of had to disengage his hip going around the backside of the turn, which made it really hard for him to fire out of there as hard as he did the first round. Right there, he couldn't push off as hard. But then as soon as he did, he really pushed off hard and was flying. So, it cost him a little, but thank God he's fast enough and has enough heart and try to go ahead and make up for that. So.
Yes, and so responsive to you, and you're able to react to what needs to happen. So a great run in round number 2, but we want to take you back and show you round number 1 because I think this is one of the favorite runs of your entire career, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, right there, he's just so smooth and was able to leave his barrels easier. Of course, even though the ground is really good here, just being top to bottom of the ground makes a big difference anywhere you go. He, like I said, footwork was the same, but he was 0.3 faster, almost 0.3 faster in this first round run. And I really attribute that a lot to, just being top of the ground versus bottom of the ground. Not that horses can't be fast bottom of the ground here. I think several horses probably ran sub 17s bottom today, but I just think it did affect him a little bit. And, but this first round run was definitely one of my favorite runs that I made. I think it's the fastest time I've ever ran on a standard, actually. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I told somebody I'm saving that one to my phone, and before every run I make, I'm just going to envision this run because it really is just perfection. So thanks to this run and the run today, a 33.735 to get you the average win. As I mentioned at the start of the interview, $110,000. This is unofficial, of course, this is my adding, but and counting here at the Pink Buckle. So that's huge. Anything you're going to splurge on?
Taxes. It's already spent. No, probably not. I'd probably just chuck it away. I did order a trailer, so I need to probably put it towards that. So I guess we'll go there.
Well, that'll be fun. I'm sure your family has something fun there probably have in mind as well.
Yeah, I figure I should probably go do something fun with them since Seth had a big part in this too. And Payson, of course, he's always a big part in all of it. He loves it, and yeah, just grateful.
Well, one of the winningest riders here at the Pink Buckle, and adding to that, so this has been a really special event to you, and getting this Futurity win has to be huge. Anything else you want to say or add?
Just thank you to the Pink Buckle and everybody associated with it. This is such an amazing opportunity for all of us to get to run at this kind of money, and I'm just really grateful.
Awesome. Well, a really special horse, a couple of amazing runs, and Ashley Schafer is the Pink Buckle Futurity champion here this year in 2024. Big congratulations again. Lots more to come from right here at the Lazy.
Thank you.